Hello students, welcome to another lesson presented by the Learning Depot. In today's lesson, we will take a look at the be verbs be, to be, been, and being. In today's lesson, we will look at all the forms of the verb be, including the simple present, past, and future, the infinitive, the present and past participle, and how they are used. We'll also look at the negative form of the be verb as well as the contracted forms and also in question form. The verb to be is one of the most important verbs in the English language. It communicates a state of being or existence. The verb be is used as a main verb as well as an auxiliary verb. It is a most irregular verb and has 8 forms: be, am, are, is, was, were, been, being. Let's go on to look at the participial forms of the be verb. The present participle is being and the past participle is been. Being is the present participle of the be verb and is used in the progressive tense. The progressive tense shows actions or conditions that are in progress at some point in time. This is sometimes referred to as the continuous or progressive form to express a temporary state. Like in this example. The baby is being difficult. This means that the baby is being difficult now. However, if you say the baby is difficult in the simple present, you are implying that he is always difficult. When you use the present participle being and say he is being difficult, you are saying that here and now, for a moment in time, this sweet baby is acting in a difficult way. Let's look at some other sentences. Why are you being so nice to me? The jury found that the defendant was not being truthful about her answers. The students were being very quiet, so the teacher suspected that they were up to something. We do not use being in the active voice. We use being as a linking verb. However, we do use it in the passive voice. The party is being planned by Aisha. The dog was being chased by a cat. The cat was not being chased by the dog. You can also find it as a gerund, meaning it's acting as a noun. Being honest is not always easy. Being in love is lovely. He was accused of being phony. Jerry has often thought about being a teacher. You'll also find it as a participial phrase. Being sick with the flu, Jackson missed 2 weeks of school. Malia, being charitable and kind, volunteers at the animal shelter. Let's go on to been. Been is the past participle form of be. It is used to show the perfect progressive or continuous tense or aspect, and also conditional moods using the if-then construction. The perfect form is used to indicate a completed or perfected action or condition. The perfect progressive tense describes actions that repeated over a period of time in the past are continuing in the present and or will continue into the future. The progressive form of a tense represents the action of the verb as going or continuing at the time referred to. Note that most grammarians say that the perfect progressive does not have a passive voice, only an active voice. It is formed using the construction has or have been plus the present participle. Let's look at the conjugation. When using been to form the perfect progressive tense, you use the construction has or have been plus a present participle. How long have you been working on your homework? I've been working on this paper for 2 hours. Sheena hasn't been living in Texas for almost 3 years. She's been living in California. By the time they get married next month, they will have been dating for 2 years. Been is also used in conditional perfect sentences with the if-then construction. When constructing a conditional perfect sentence, use the past perfect for the if clause and the conditional perfect for the main clause. Like in this example, if the house had been newer, it would have been more appealing to buyers. Remember that the could, should, and would are the modal versions of can, the ability to do something. If you had been ready, we would have been on time. Remember that the past perfect for the if clause and the conditional perfect for the main clause. If they had been serious about the offer, they should have been more forthcoming about their finances. And the be verb in the infinitive. Note that the use of the be verb in the infinitive implies a future context. I am trying to be patient with you. To be a famous influencer is Laura's desire. Every person desires to be accepted by their peers. The diplomat is to be greeted by the delegates. He was to be knighted by the Queen. The soldiers were to be deployed by midnight. I am delighted to be considered for a promotion. Notice that in some of these sentences we have the be, to be construction, meaning be plus the to be infinitive. As you can see, the be verb is the superstar of verbs, not only because it is a verb, which is considered the most important part of speech, but because it is the most commonly used verb. Its form and its function are at the basic core of the English language. How did you do? Don't forget to go back and review the parts of the lesson that you didn't understand. And before you go, please take a moment to subscribe and to hit that notification bell so that you will be notified every time I post a new video. And please like and share my channel so that others may know about it. I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye!